Okay, so week one was all about foundations and building structures within yourself, but also building your sacred space, your diamond light chamber. We've done it. We don't need to go through that again. Week two, these are the weeks that are building, and then from week two onwards, then we get into the real activations, because week two is all about purifying the energy body, and it's an intense journey we're going to go on, and it's held all the way, and it's going to be absolutely fine. But we are basically, I'm going to teach you. It's not me, it's Saint Germain, how to scan your light body through your auric field, through all layers of your aura, to release lower frequency, dense kind of vibrations, control symbols. I mean, we could go cosmic and take away etheric trackers and implants and all sorts of, I don't want you to worry too much about that and the terminology. Basically, we're just taking what doesn't belong in your light body out. So this is a really beautiful, blessed opportunity to let go of what you are holding that you just don't need to anymore. So it's a contained space. Well, it's not contained, because we'll be releasing it all. I'm not holding anything. It's your journey. It's yours to go wherever you need to go. I am just the guide. But that's what this week is about, because we cannot receive these activations and these upgrades and this diamond light, cosmic diamond frequency that's coming in, unless we've purified to a certain degree specific things. So I just wanted to mention, because a few people emailed me after week one and said that their body was vibrating a lot after. And what that is that's your body trying to, for me and through my guidance, is that it's your body integrating, but also it's trying to you're opening up new pathways of light through your body. So it will pass. We just need to ground. And I was recommending to people to ground with the stromatolite. So the this one here, let me show you. This dark brown one, that's the stromatolite. So have that at your feet whenever you feel like, oof, this is a lot, and people felt that through the heart flame meditation, which was, the feedback was beautiful. I'm really glad you felt that, because that's the most important thing in all of this work, to be in your heart. So do that meditation before you do any session if you want with me, because it gets you into the right place. That's where we need to be. Less here, more here. So I just want to do a quick kind of outline of what this week is about and what you're going to receive in your PDFs. So I don't hope to mind. I'm just going to hide the chat so I can't get distracted. Amazing. And so you're going to get all the handouts that you've got. You've got your freebie, or your gift this week is a guided audio for grounding, but like none of the old ways of grounding. This is a really, really strong rooted, and I mentioned before, yes, roots out of your feet, a wonderful way of grounding, but we need more than that. I've got a lot of star seeds here. We've got a lot of people, way shows with a lot of work to do, and we need to anchor vast amounts of light now. This is what it's all about. This is stepping up, this is the next step, stepping up. So that's why you're here. And that's why this week is incredibly important, to release things that are in our energy body that we might not even have known about, and we're drawing awareness to. But the most important thing is to teach you how to do it, because you need to do it. There is no point going to healers and them doing all the work for you and scan. Yes, it's great to a certain extent, but what's really important is that you are the healer and you learn the tools to be able to do it yourself and clear yourself, because honestly, it's paramount. It's so important to keep checking in and scanning your energy field. This is what you're going to be learning today. So you've got a lovely guided audio to use with all of the crystals to really anchor through the Earth Star, which is really, really great, that actually you could do after the session if you have time, to really help root you back in. You've got a few. I wanted to show you some of the, so this is the kind of, let's see. This is the grounding crystal layout and meditation that this is kind of what it looks like, where you're going to put the crystals and how it's going to help you. And the guide, it's written, but then also you've got the audio to listen, and it basically talks you through connecting with these crystals and doing the work with them to ground in a very, very strong way. So you're going to have that, which is great. And then let's get rid of that. I've got so many things to show you. I'm going to get confused otherwise. You also have another thing that I really recommend doing is after this is you're going to have a journaling prompt PDF, which is the important part of this work is asking yourself the questions, starting the dialogue with your higher self, with your guides. So go through the journal prompt and write everything that comes down, even if it's just bullet points, just to really kind of move through what was coming up in the space for you today. So that's something to do. I really, really recommend journaling as much as you can at the moment to just charter your progress as well. So we have that, which is great. And then you have Violet Flame decrees. You have a couple of decrees. And for me, they're a big part of my work, and decrees, I mentioned them in the past. It's when you stand there and you declare out loud your intent, you know, and you declare it 9 times, 3 sets of 3 out loud, repetition. As you repeat it, it builds momentum. It's rallying your guides into witness that you're serious, you know, you're calling them in, you're asking them to witness. So you're going to have let me show you the ones that you have. So we have the Violet Flame decree here, which you're going to be saying later on. So that's kind of a printout. So you can just do this because we're really going to we're going to be in and harness and invoke the Cosmic Diamond Violet Flame. It is such a mouthful for me to say. I might have to abbreviate it, but we have that. So that's one of your ones to do and to invoke before you use the Violet Flame, and it's incredibly powerful at bringing this transmuting ray through your body. And then you also have another decree, which is, these have all come through from my higher self and been written. So where are we? I am that I am. So this is an incredible decree to say whenever you feel ungrounded, unsure, you feel that there's an energy encroaching in your space that's not yours, you might feel that there's an attachment or a hook, please, please, please make this your go-to. Stand in your power, be in your heart, and declare this out loud. It's all about claiming your space. You see some of it's about willing whatever it is to leave, commanding, not just willing, we command it to leave, you know, this is my body, you are not coming inside my body, I reject you. And the whole line's cut me loose and set me free. Very important. So it's a really good one to follow up with and state out loud, you know, 9 times, however times you feel. And while you're saying it, to really imagine and call in the Violet Flame, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And imagine it just literally surging through your body and burning up, burning up, burning up through each layer. Anything that, like I said, doesn't belong there. So that's been one of the most powerful things on my journey that I have, that has come through to I've been under psychic attack. You know, I've seen horrendous things, and I have been in the presence of energy being manipulated and moved by people that don't know that they're doing it. And I'm just observing, holding space, holding the light. But, you know, you are going to find that it happens, you know, you get, you know, you're amazing, limitless beings, and energies are going to be drawn to you. And I always find that in this journey, the more kind of you work on yourself, the lighter you're bright, the brighter your light gets. It's like a beacon. And, you know, like the whole mosquitoes to a flame, they're drawn, you know, energies are drawn to you. And listen, this is by no means, you know, I don't want you to fear anything. There's nothing to fear. I just want you to know that it's all about awareness, and just to be in your energy body that you can scan and you can know, you'll get to the point where you do it so much, you know what's where, you'll feel it, and you'll feel it in your own way. So that's really important to know. So yes, that changed things for me, that decree. Whenever I had a shake up or I was working with someone, I'd call that to help them purge whatever they needed to. We start to work with light codes as well this week. And there's a grounded meditation, another meditation where you can print the fire code off. Let me show you what it looks like. It's come through for you. Now these are like multi-dimensional healing tools. They exist somewhere. It was channeled through with Syrian fire, New Earth fire codes, and the Syrian frequency, very fiery, and they're all about transmuting, I feel, very scientific as well. But you know, with light codes, just viewing it now is absorbed, and it's going to where it's going to go, and it has energetic frequencies in there that are talking to you. So you're, you know, there's an open conversation going on already without your human brain interrupting. So these, and another way to work with them is to print it off and meditate with it, and allow it to, like, the parts of it, I always see them spinning and turning, and they kind of jump off the page and it spins and creates this sphere. And then if you feel it's right for you, let it welcome into your body and bring it down through your higher chakras and just see where it travels to, like have fun with it. They're very high frequency tools for shifting and clearing. And this one is all about transmuting. So, you know, if you are a healer and you have clients, you know, it's a good one to print and put underneath the healing bed, and actually to grid crystals on it. But it is powerful. Do beware of that. So there's that lovely thing that we're working with. Hello, Rana, I've just seen you've joined. Hello. So that's all the bits to take away and read. There's more information. And so let's begin. This week we are talking about, and before we talk about him, Lava Stone, you know, it's good to have all your crystals with you, but we are going to focus on him. Some people haven't got their crystals yet. The post hasn't been too great. So all I want you to do is, as we talked about in the first week, call its energy to you, engage with this one and welcome its energy into you, and just imagine it's there on your body where it needs to be when we do the meditation. So we have Lava Stone. I mean, I don't know how you've all been connecting with him. He is incredibly chatty. Some people have found him really serious. I felt it was important to have a Lava Stone skull, because I felt what's wonderful about crystal skulls is, and some people are, the jaw is out, they're like, oh, they freak me out a bit, but because they've been connected with death, and it's far from it. Crystal skulls are like cosmic computers, and they can get you in touch with so much. And what's lovely about them is because it looks like a human form, you almost start this conversation with it. And that's a really a good way of connecting crystals if you're a beginner, to really think about a skull, because it is that ongoing conversation. And they have a character, each of them. And look, I actually, on that note, one's just told me I need to show him. So I have just received, and I need to show you, because this has incredible Lemurian codes. This is a Lemurian skull who is anchoring so much for us. He has a rainbow in his third eye, and I just had to show him. He means business. Oh my gosh, he's like a bolt of light. Like, come on, let's do the work. Let's get on. In fact, he's actually telling me to hurry up. So, and get on with it. Just, seriously. So, Lava Stone, I'm just going to show you a bit of a slide so you can kind of see where I am with talking about this. So here we go. So it focalizes on, its focus is your lower chakras. That's where it wants to work. On this course, it really wants to be in your Earth Star chakra, which we talked about is crucial in creating a balance from your soul star, where we'll be working, to your Earth Star, because they are the first chakras outside of the physical. So this guy wants you to place him at his Earth Star chakra, at your Earth Star chakra. And also when you're working with skulls, I find it really beneficial to face them towards you, so they can breathe their fire and their codes and whatever else wants to come out of them up into your energy body, or turn it the other way around if you're working with the earth, to transmute through the earth, through the grids. So that's just something to be aware of. I always find that they direct their energy through their eyes. That's just something I've found when I've been working with skulls. So lava rock is known as basalt, and it's basically one of the oldest kind of minerals, I don't know if you could call it a crystal, on this earth. And it's when, obviously, it's the center of the earth. When it comes to the center through a volcano, it solidifies and hardens, it creates lava stone. What's really cool is it's amazing at holding oils and absorbing, and many of you might have lava stone bracelets, because they're wonderful for like just dabbing some oil on, and it holds that oil and that energy of that plant for you through the day. So that's something to explore with this guy. Use some of your favorite oils on him. That really enhances the experience. He is here to anchor and transmute new earth keys of fire, so high vibrational keys of fire. And by keys, I mean like light codes, like you saw the golden light codes, because they hold energetic frequencies, so many layers within them. So he is about rebirth, and he wants to basically anchor the highest frequencies down from your soul star and bring it into your heart, down to your earth star. He keeps talking about balance, and actually the first let me just stop the share a minute. The first card I pulled for today was balance, and it was like the panda. So it's like, okay, and balance in the heart. Like his message is all about balance, and how we're constantly like this, and balance through like masculine and feminine parts of us, the elements within us, like all sorts. He's concerned with balancing you. He's also, obviously, he's fire. He's an activating stone. He's just here to transmute a lot, but at an accelerated rate. Today, we are going to Saint Germain's etheric retreat, where we are going to the Cave of Symbols, and we are going to purge at a very fast rate. And he is your ally for this at your Earth Star chakra. So he appears, it's interesting because it feels a very masculine energy, this stone. And masculine, you know, where it's all about power, focus, activation, those kind of characteristics and traits. So he's really going to help will you forward. He's going to help your confidence. He's going to help you stand in your power and really feel like, really grab a hold on like, okay, this is what I need to be doing. So I'm just going to do it. And he will clear that pathway for you. He's all about fast change. So this is, again, that word acceleration comes up. And what was interesting was he was talking about how it's so important for us to feel the breadth of human emotion, how we can't ignore that, and we have to be with the tears, we have to be with the joy, because it's part of this blessed experience that we get to have, and not many beings get to have that. So this is why we're here. So he's all about anchoring you in the body into the now, and to feel the experience, to be with the full experience. And he's also really great for star seeds. So, for example, those of us who are more comfortable up and out there, and I'm one of those, you know, and I have been for a very long time until this course came along, and it's a big teacher for me to like anchor on the earth, you know, bring this down into the earth, stop holding it up here and in here, it needs to go into the earth. So grounding in a very strong way. So he's good for star seeds and helping us feel at home in our body. And that was the message, like we have to be in our body, we have to feel it all. So he wants you to stand in your power, like I said, and is all about unlocking your full potential. So he's an amazing way shower, he's a teacher, he's going to lead you forward. I know a few of you have connected with him already. His energy is off the chart. He actually, when I connected with him, he breathed fire. Like that was his thing. When he first said hello, it was like and I was like, okay, I'm going to get on with you. So because it's all about fire, and fire is what alchemy is based on. And he's saying that basically it's a crucial key in the ingredients of transmuting and moving forward. And like, for example, like all the ancients, the tribes, they gathered around fire. We hold fire ceremonies to this day because fire is such a potent element to connect with. And we need to find that again. And what this stone has been saying is that we really need to be bringing more fire stones into our practice and it doesn't have to be lava stone, it can be other fire stones. I mean, obsidian is fantastic. That's a fire stone. It's a volcanic glass, and you can get it in different colors, I believe. I think I've seen blue obsidian before as well. But he's saying that we need to bring more fire stones in to really, really, really anchor and shake up, and they have to be at the earth star chakra to pull down. So that was just a lovely message from him. And do you know what he said? Actually, I'm going to put the other slide up because it's written on the slide and I think it's so lovely. Let's see where I am. Sorry, I've got loads of things on here I'm trying to get rid of. Okay, so bear with. Here we go. So this is something he said to me the first time I connected with him, that he was born of the fires of earth and that we were born of the fires of source, of this multiverse. So source is like mother, father, God, you know, all that is, that we have those fires within our hearts and the power to alchemize and transmute all. And that now is the time to ignite all the flames within you to bring forward truth, enlightenment, and a deeper understanding. So he's a wise old energy. He's an ancient energy of the earth, you know. He knows what he's talking about. And he said to me, look, I'm gentle when I need to be, but when I need to push you, I'm powerful and strong and I will push you. So yes, he can hold back, but then he can be quite serious and push. So I really love that. That was something he said. And of course, this course is really embracing the rays and the flames. So the color, the vibrations of color to heal that come through the crystals. It's, again, as well as decrees, it's a big part of my work is connecting with the flames and the rays, because they are aspects of the Godhead. You know, they are pure and they clear so much. So that's what he's talking about too. He's also talking about, he was talking about success a lot and manifesting, but not manifesting for personal gain, like just knowing that, well, actually knowing that you kind of don't need to manifest when you're in the flow of the universe. When you've surrendered, it all just flows. And, you know, that being in a manifestation, kind of a mindset of that, not actually feeling like, oh, I need to visualize this to make this happen. Yes, that is true. But then there's some elements of really wanting you to surrender more. You can see on the top here, one of the points is that it links to some of the energies of Pele, the goddess of fire. So she's a Hawaiian goddess. Also, Agni came through, the Hindu goddess of fire, and Bridget, the Irish goddess of fire, who's that flaming red hair, who holds the sacred flame. So what I found really interesting was that here we are, a masculine frequency, but yet all the overlighting energies are very feminine. I love that, because here again comes in that balance of masculine and feminine. And because we're going through such a resurgence on the divine feminine right now, there's a lot of women rising into their power, reclaiming, really speaking out because they feel safe. We need to understand that the divine masculine needs to rise at the same time, and it needs to be anchored in together. You know, that we have to make that happen. It's not one slipping, you know, climbing faster than the other. It needs to be unified. So this is, again, its message. I mean, it has so much to offer, and I know if you sit with this stone, you will get so much more. And that's part of, you know, our journey, is for you to experience him as well, and to sit with him and journal and just talk to him, open the conversation up. So another aspect of the energies that overlight lava stone are, you know, we work with the overlighting energy, but also tune into the element that they are. And obviously this is fire. So we're working with the fire salamanders. And when, you know, when I first spoke to him and he breathed out fire and he was like, ha, all of these tiny fire salamanders came and crawled all over me. And I love lizards, so I was just like in my element, like, yes. So they are ready to literally climb over your aura and like help you pick out things that don't need to be there. So they're something to consider, like calling on the guardians of the stone, calling on the fire salamanders, calling on the goddess. They will come through to you through this stone, because I believe that all crystals have overarching, overlighting energies. And we're going to explore, you know, next week is Golden Libyan Tektite, and that is super cosmic, and that is like so many star beings. So we'll wait, that's next week, but that's an epic one too. So let me check, I haven't missed, there's so much to say and I'm so worried that I missed something. No, that's it, I think, you know. And I wanted to bring a skull. Another reason I wanted to bring a skull in is that I was Atlantis, the time frame of Atlantis, that period where we really started to use crystal skulls, where they were kind of given as a gift, and they were like I said, cosmic computers. I mean, and they were huge, and their jaws like just moved, and they'd sing and talk, and you know, they were incredible energies that have been taken away, not taken away, they've been hidden. But I really feel the crystal skull energy really connecting through the grids at the moment and wanting to talk. There's a big amethyst skull that's buried in the sea and not all of its consciousness is in yet, but it's lighting up through the seas of Florida, near Florida actually, where the Bermuda Triangle is. I know I've got some people from Florida on the call today, but the seas over by you are incredibly important. That Bermuda Triangle is a hotspot for where, not just for what is written about how, you know, planes come down and blah, 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 but actually because there's a huge bloody crystal in the sea there. It's got a lot to do with it. And there's some skull wisdom there to tap into through those waters in a big way. So let's talk about Saint Germain, who is an ascended master. And I don't know if many of you know about him already and work with him, fantastic. That's probably part of the reason you're here. He's guided you. If you don't know who he is, we're going to talk about him, so don't worry. Like I said, he's an ascended master. He's the keeper of the seventh ray, which is the violet ray. Now, the violet ray is transmuting. It basically goes to where it needs to go in your body. When you invoke it, you have to call it in, you have to welcome it. It's not just going to suddenly appear. So you invoke it and it transmutes any negative or low vibrational energy in your body, your space, on the land. It's an incredible tool that we don't use enough, and to call on this ray. So he was a master alchemist of the sacred fire. He initiates souls into the science and the ritual of transmutation and alchemy. And he's also a lot about freedom and freeing the soul. So when I showed you last week that pyramid of planes of consciousness, he resides on the guides and guardians plane. So there is, you know, levels above him, but you know, I really love listening to the ascended masters and working with them, because they've incarnated on earth many times and they've gained their ascension. So they've learned a lot and they've got a lot to give and a lot to teach. And each ascended master has an etheric retreat that you can visit in your sleep. Many of you probably already go there. You're just not aware, and that's fine. You know, we're bringing it into consciousness now. He's a big overlighting flame of this course. I remember in London when I did my first healing circle, I think there was about 7 or 8 women. And at the end, I did a journey. And at the end, 3 of the women, and they all didn't know each other. One said, you know, I saw a man surrounded in purple with a big staff. And another lady said, oh, I saw him too. He came to me. And then another lady, he came to me. And I just smiled, because before the circle, I'd said to Saint Germain, please give me a sign and show me that you're here, like shepherding, like guiding these people as well with, you know, we're doing it together. And then those three women had said that and seen the violet orb around him. And it's just, he's a big part of my world. And I love him. He's an amazing, he's a world teacher. So his energy can be felt in, and I have a big hunk of it here, amethyst. So amethyst is the crystal that holds the purity of the violet ray, or keys to the violet ray, to help you transmute. So amethyst, you know what, I felt bad recently because I feel like everyone has a piece of amethyst in their toolbox. It seems to be an abundant crystal that everyone's drawn to, and they have it and maybe don't work with it as much as they should. And I'm guilty of that. I have this amethyst all around my house. I have big geodes, and I just love them. I love to have them close. And the reason is because it's holding the space and transmuting the energy in my room, but I'm not working with it consciously enough. And that's the message today, is please, please, please work with your amethyst, especially in the days after this journey we're going on, because in the week after, you're going to be releasing and moving through the healing still. So it would be great if you could bring amethyst into your practice, just at your feet. And with all rays and flames, what I like to do is, and what you'll learn through this is, I like to call the flame in and almost imagine it in the ground in front of me, this beautiful big violet flame, and step into it. Step onto the flame and let it go through your feet, up your legs. And as it's going up and through each chakra, it's transmuting, it's going through all layers, all cells, all atoms. So please, please, please bring it into your practice. It's not a stone. It's not just amethyst, it's connecting it to the violet flame, and that the violet ray and that visual, or that violet fire, the visual of it is so important, like calling all your senses to like just feel it move through your body. So please use it more, because I've been, you know, a lot of communication from above, and they've been saying to me people aren't using amethyst enough. Now, so Saint Germain is an incredible being. He incarnated as some amazing people on this earth. One of them, so quick backstory, I was brought up Catholic. Now, I, as a little girl, was made to go to mass and confession and church every Sunday. And I went to a Catholic girls' school, and for a very long time, I couldn't understand or resonate with that religion, because we were learning about Jesus. And, you know, all I kept thinking, and they kept talking about hell. And all I kept thinking as a little child was like, oh my God, I'm getting emotional right now, and I don't know why. All I kept thinking is like, if Jesus existed, there would be no hell, because all he is about is forgiveness. So there wouldn't be a hell. So for me, I kind of broke off and was like, I don't know what I feel about religion in general. So lo and behold, X amount of years down the line, Jesus appears to me as a guide. The irony in this, because I'm like, no, I can't be seeing you, you know, I just feel so, I don't know how I feel about religion, I just, you know, my religion is nature, and, you know, just loving everyone and respecting everyone, and everything's equal, you know. And so he came in as a guide, and I was just like, oh God, here we go. But he's been an amazing teacher, and when you connect with him through the eyes, there's such a pure love that comes through that you just can't, it moves you to tears. It really does. And yeah, it's funny because I don't like to talk about it too much, because I don't want to sound like I'm a religious nut, and I'm not at all. I just, if anything, I pushed it away so much. I was like, oh, I don't know if you can be my guide. But it's worked out really beautifully, and I've been through many initiations with him. And one time he was showing me how he grew up, and how he grew up in the druid, he learned about druids. And druids are like the wisdom keepers. I believe a lot of them come from Orion. They're Orion souls that come in with a vast amount of knowledge about trees and plants. And he showed me how he sat around this tree, and as a young boy, he was talking to the tree, and he showed me how his, you know, just so much stuff I couldn't believe, just beautiful. And then by his side suddenly appeared Saint Germain, and I was like, why are you here? Why are you here? And he said to me, like, I couldn't understand it. And then after the journey, and I sat and I was writing, he came through and he said, I was Jesus's dad. I was Joseph. So Saint Germain incarnated as Joseph. He also incarnated as Christopher Columbus, finding all the new worlds and territories. And he also incarnated as Sir Francis Bacon. So head of, like, he came up with loads of amazing scientific discoveries. Lots of things. My favorite incarnation of his is Merlin. Merlin is insane. Like, I don't know. And actually watch the candle, a flame, because every time I connect with Merlin, he makes the flame dance. So true, just keep your eye on it, because he makes it dance. Basically, he's got a sense of humor. He's a bit like this, he's chatty and funny, and that's Saint Germain. So Merlin kind of helps us go into the inner earth alchemy realms, and he's got such a character. He just loves to laugh. So his energy is here. Saint Germain, I talked about etheric retreats. Actually, let me show you a picture of Saint Germain if you've never worked with him, so you can connect in with his energy. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to find my images. Here we go. So this here is Saint Germain on the left, with his beautiful blue eyes, which look quite violet here, actually. In the middle is one of his etheric retreats. Now, I say one, this is the one we're going to. He has 2 or 3. Now, this is in the Rockies, Table Mountain in Wyoming, in the Rockies, and that's in America. And we're sending our energy there today. The last picture is just an illustration of what the Cave of Symbols, someone has interpreted it to look like. And I kind of want you to see these visuals. So when we do the journey at the end, you can kind of connect in with these photos and know. So that's Saint Germain. So oh my goodness me, the Cave of Symbols. So why the Cave of Symbols? Basically, he said, because so many people are stepping up and so many beings are stepping up to what they came here to do, their mission work, everything, just absorbing and expanding and exuding more light, that we have certain things in our light body that have been placed there through a long time, through many timelines, through past lives, that are locking in certain energies and making it harder for us to release core patterns. Now, he showed me them as symbols, and he says that over time, a lot of symbols have been distorted, and I think it's very easy to distort and cast symbols in a dark way. So there's certain things, for example, the flower of life, beautiful flower of life symbol, sacred geometry. Now that has, light workers have been working for many years to recrystallize that, because it was turned into something that was tattooed on the light body to hold certain energies in. And this is what I'm talking about today. So when I work with clients, for example, I don't want to tell you too much of the symbols, because I think that's your journey and I want you to experience it yourself and see what comes up. But I always see, and I feel for this group because of the Egyptian connection, there's always, when I work with souls to really do deep cleansing and clearing, a lot of Egyptian symbols come up. The Eye of Horus tends to lock in a lot. And what else? There's do you know All Saints? All Saints. The Fleur de Lis was a Knights Templar symbol that was actually the energy was misdirected and misused. So things like that. But at this point, I don't want you to be worried about symbols and be caught up on that, because it could involve a lot of different things. It could involve emotions that are trapped that you feel, or for example, when I do past life work, I tend to see objects in the body like knives or ropes or chains. You could see those. So don't get caught up on the word symbol. It's just saying that it might pop up for you. And we're at the point, he's saying, Saint Germain, is that we are expanding so much that these need to go now. Like, enough is enough, and you need the help to take them out so you can move forward. And I've experienced these kind of patches of energy on the body, and it can go back to cosmic entanglements. It can go very far back, but they can hold and lock soul fragments on timelines. And what I mean by that is parts of you that have splintered off through grief or fear or shock. A part of you is left behind at the scene in that past life, in that emotion. A bit like how ghosts linger. They are locked in a memory through fear, that kind of thing. It's a fragment of someone that we have, and this is the journey, is reclaiming your soul fragments, your fire, your power, your gifts. You are reclaiming it all, and this is the space to do it. So I'm just going to read to you something he said, and actually when you get your handouts, this is all in there, so you can have a really detailed document to read all of this. He said that the seals of light, so basically the fire code I showed you in 3. So when they come through, for example, I think the fire code might be in 4. No, it's 3. You can see them here. These are seals of light. So he says the first one, when I bring them through, they come through as 1, and then I have to, the guidance is to replicate it. Although I'm telling a lie here. That's the Saint Germain Maltese cross. So that's an exception. That's just his energy. But the ones either side in the fire code, they have to be repeated in 3, a trinity energy. That's really important so they can gain movement and certain energies are moving through them. Listen, if you're not following this, it's okay. Just take the bits that do. I don't expect you to, it's a lot of information and it's something to sit with. So please don't worry if you think, God, I don't know what she's talking about. It's fine, honestly. You know, somewhere down the line, this is a course that grows with you and you can go back to do, and then things will click in at certain times and it'll be like, okay, I get that now. So they are seals of light that we're working with. It's energy of 3, the trinity of 3 that's going to move multidimensionally through your body. It's already working and it's already moving through you now. So he said the seals of light are angelic codes of unity that seal in the causal, astral and etheric body. They are to absorb and work in a vibrational way. Each connects in the trinity of 3 and brings a journey of light, foundations, shifts and completion. As they layer through, each bring harmony and each is in existence on many dimensions as a living heartbeat, held in a timeless space that will touch your energy body, connecting into the unity field, the web of life of which we're all connected to. So I think, you know, you're probably thinking, God, what is she on about? But I need to put it out there because these and the light code that I've already shown you is with you in another dimension, working through you. This work is very multidimensional. In fact, many of you are off at the moment doing that work and clearing with it and actually creating many multiples of these fire spheres of light and putting them into light bodies to help others in your soul group. That is what's happening now because I can see it. So it's amazing what you are capable of. I really want you to know that you are such an incredible, limitless, amazing being who's doing so much. The reason you don't know what you're doing and can follow all of the aspects is because, oh my God, how distracting is that? You would not be able to live this life here on earth. You would be like me most of the time up in the clouds. And again, that's why this course is here to bring down and ground all this information in. So the Cave of Symbols where we're going to is a focus for the violet flame and all of its facets. So I'm going to talk about the facets in a minute. And it also the crystals within the Cave of Symbols radiate the rainbow ray. So we're going to be working with the rainbow ray today, which is basically a fully 5th dimensional integrated frequency of all colors. It's incredible. For me, it's like the energy of Lemuria. Because it's 5th dimensional, it's crystalline, it was them, it's what they exude, this beautiful rainbow light. It was just so wonderful. So we, you know, calling in that beautiful Lemurian energy again. So let me get this. Let's talk about the violet flame. And, you know, I'm sure many of you do use it. I just want you to be aware, just to keep calling it and keep calling it in, keep as much as you can every morning, every night, flush it through your system, transmute, because I know I keep saying this, but it's very important. This is a process we are going through now of very, very fast accelerated growth, of very fast release. When we go to the Cave of Symbols and you start to scan your light body, it's going to be like bam, 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 things coming up after the other. It might be too fast for the human mind to comprehend, but this is why the violet flame has to come in to cut through clear every layer. So the violet flame, like I said, well, I don't know if I said this actually, originated in Atlantis. It was brought down to the earth and held on earth in the temple of the violet fire, which Saint Germain was the high priest of. So and which was about 13,000 years ago. I mean, my time and dates are not great, but it was a long time ago. It was a civilization that spanned many, many thousands of years. So what I'm being told now is, and actually came through before the course, is that what I'm witnessing, which is pretty incredible, is that when I'm at the moment with people I'm treating, they're finding me. And you'll find that certain groups find you at certain times if you're a healer to do the same kind of work. You know, that's just how you track certain things when you're giving out certain codes. So for example, at the moment, I'm getting a lot of people come to me that can transmute, hold keys of the violet flame in their spine, like light keys, energetically, and they can transmute very fast. And they are here to have it activated so they can help others transmute their pain faster. So that's pretty incredible. And I wanted to share that with you because I feel the people in this group, a lot of you have that gift. You can transmute pain very fast. And a lot of the time you'll do it for others because you can. And that you just need to be aware of that, I think, and also aware of looking after yourself if you're doing that, because you're doing a lot of work for other people and you need to make sure you enhance and use that violet flame through yourself morning, noon and night. I mean, to be honest, I get in the shower and I imagine the water coming down as violet washing through me. That's a really great one. Holding amethyst before you go to bed. Amethyst is a really great gentle crystal that actually is, I find her quite feminine. She's gentle enough to have in the bedroom, I believe, to have to sleep with you. Some crystals are too activating. She's not activating in that sense, I don't find. So she's great. So that's Saint Germain. That's just a bit of it. He just embodies alchemy, forgiveness. Justice is another one. Freedom. He holds all these, like, he holds this kind of his twin flame is Lady Master Portia, and she's about justice. She holds the balance. So again, I feel that theme, that word balance coming through for us all is a really big message. Now, the violet flame returned to Earth, and I believe it was a harmonic convergence when a lot of amazing souls got together and really anchored in 1987. And through the years, it's had different upgrades. And what I mean that different facets of it have come in. So you might hear it being mentioned as the violet gold flame, which dropped in. It's the added energy of gold, which is wisdom. Then the violet silver ray. I mean, just get a bit of a mouthful, and there are a lot of rays, but you know, the essence, in essence, is it's the violet flame of transmutation. So the silver is all about purity and grace. So it's that feminine frequency that came in. And now, more recently, the cosmic, here we go, the mouthful, cosmic violet diamond flame, and that's the one we're working with, and it has this diamond radiance around it. It's like the violet flame, if you imagine it in the center, and around the outside is this diamond radiance that sparkles and is iridescent. And actually, when I call the violet flame, I call that facet of the violet flame, because I find, and that's not saying that the violet flame isn't enough, I just find with the added frequency of the diamond, it cuts through very fast. It just, honestly, it's instantaneous. I just feel it much sharper than the violet flame, and that's what we're working with today. And obviously through this course, we're working through receiving the diamond and crystal rays and the new upgraded templates, the 5th dimensional templates, to kind of, and that's not, you know, I'm not saying by the end of this course you're going to be 5th dimensional by no stretch of the, I mean, that would be fantastic and that would be a miracle. But what I mean by that is you're receiving these, you can hold aspects of, you can hold that frequency very securely. And to be honest, there's a lot of you here that can hold a much higher frequency than that. But we need to build the groundwork in layers. So we're really establishing that connection to that energy, and for you to be able to move that energy very, very comfortably through you and through your heart. So that's this. And then, so that's this. There we go. I'm moving through my notes. It's all good. There's just so much to remember, honestly. Another thing to do is remember with the violet flame is not just thinking about us, you know, and flashing it through our body, but actually sending it into the earth. And with amethyst, like if you have amethyst point, which you can get quite inexpensively, pointing it down towards the earth and flashing its ray through the grids, through the ley lines to clear, is a really, really good thing to do, as well as clearing yourself. Now, we are going to move on to now the journey, because I feel like I've given you all of the groundwork. We're working with the violet cosmic diamond flame, Saint Germain. We are going to his cave of symbols. Something I should say before the cave of symbols. Listen, if you're in the journey and you're like, I'm not feeling, like if your mind kicks in and you start to doubt, I just want you to notice when it comes in, and just flick the switch and just go, no, I surrender. I surrender. I let this happen. You know, this is okay. I'm safe. I'm in my body. I'm okay. Because there's a lot of fear that you might fight to push up. It might try to push up against you. And again, I just call it disruptive energy. You're just trying to be distracted from the sole purpose of like actually releasing and expanding. So some people have said to me through the first meditation that we did, they dropped off, they went to sleep and they can't remember it. That is fine. If that happens, don't worry. It's quite an in-depth journey. That's okay too. You're still doing the work. It's just that you had to go into a deeper level to completely switch off and go to where you needed to go. So that's okay. The great thing is you can do this again. I think it's anything else I need to tell you before we begin, because it does feel, what's been really lovely is today is the amount of your guides that have been coming through. I've been calling in so many light councils. We have so many pockets of incredible energies ready to support you. It literally is, it's like, this is your moment in this space. Please, please, please just release all your baggage. And I really want you to, again, go back to what I mentioned at the beginning. Think about now in this moment, what do you need to let go of? What are you holding that is just it's just time to go now, you know, whether it's fear of being seen, fear of being heard, and oh my gosh, they're big things, but you've got to start somewhere. And this is the great place to start. So like fear of, just of people judging you. Judgment is a big one that's been coming up recently for people being judged. I mean, you know, the thing is, like, what my mum told me when I was little, one of the pearls of wisdom, it was, I'm such a sensitive person, but I used to walk down with my head down on the floor, looking at the floor. I never looked up. I was very much in my own world. I was really introverted. And when we go out, I'd hate being in big groups because I'd be like, I don't want them to look at me. Like, I'm so self-conscious. I just didn't want to be judged. And I remember my mum said to me, she was like, Katie, you've got to stop that, because people are too busy worried about themselves to even think about you. And as harsh as she put it, she's absolutely right, because everyone's in their own bubble and they're so there's a sense of self-absorption and they're worried about themselves. So, and then now I was like, well, okay, I'll let that one go then, and I don't care. I'm just going to speak like language and judge me if you want. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to be who I am and be the most authentic being that I can be, authentic to me and my heart. So that being said, let me just check. There's nothing else, is there, that I need to tell them before this journey? Just to reiterate that if you're not a visual person and you worry about the journey work, I'm guiding you through this. I'm going to be telling you what you're going to see. I'm the translator here. So just paint the picture around you as best you can. Don't put any pressure on yourself. Just let it go. Let go of any forcing anything. It will come. And it might be that trust me, things are moving and things will clear through this, but you might want to come back and do it again. Right. Okay. So we're going to do our journey now to the inner earth, first of all, to retrieve some light codes that we've left behind in the inner earth libraries. And then we're going to go up to the cave of symbols. So, right, today you're going to be working with Lava Skull on your earth star chakra. No, on your heart. So he's going to be on your heart when you lay down. Don't lie down just yet. We're just going to have it. And if you want to bring in, I really recommend bringing the copper in. Now, copper amplifies. I mean, you see people wearing, I think I mentioned copper bracelets to help regulate the blood flow, but actually it regulates blood and energy flow and currents and amplifies them. So bring your copper in with your lava skull on your heart. And then I'm going to say to you, I want you to choose one more stone that's that you just wants to be with you on this journey to release. Remember, you're letting go and releasing and purging your light body now. It's serious work, but you're ready for it. So choose one more crystal, and it's going to go below your feet at your earth star chakra. So you're only going to really have 3 stones. So you're going to have these 2 and whatever else you want at your feet. If you haven't got your crystals with you, don't worry, please. You've seen the skull. This guy is chatty. I'm sure he's connecting with you. Work with him. He's ready to work with you. I have a feeling my big Lemurian skull is talking again and is lit up. So I feel he's going to be with a few of you as well at the feet. He shows me he goes down to Gaia's gateway, which is below the earth star chakra, and he sends out a diamond casing around people of light to hold them. So he's going to be with you too. Okay, so before we start, I want you to say something out loud with me. I'm going to share the screen. I apologize because I think I spotted a typo. I think I've missed an I or something. Let me see. Where is it? So we're going to say this out loud. This is a declaration of intent to really call Saint Germain in and to get passage to his etheric retreat. So I'm going to start reading it. Say it out loud and you can say it with me. Okay. So we're just going to take a deep breath in. Don't worry, you can sit up at this point. We're going to lie down after this. So just sit up with me and just take a deep breath through your nose, bringing all your energy into this moment, into your heart, into your core. Expanding your chest and releasing that breath and bringing all your awareness into this moment, this focus. So, in the name of my Holy Christ self, my own real self and all parts of me, I call to the heart of the I am presence. I am that I am, and to the angels of purity. Please take me in my soul and in my soul consciousness to the cave of symbols, retreat of Saint Germain. I ask that I be filled and saturated with the cosmic diamond violet flame focused there. I ask that all information necessary to the fulfillment of my divine plan be released to my outer waking consciousness as is required. I thank all, accepting that this is done in the full power of the Godhead and Source Creator. It is done, and so it is. Okay. So we take a breath on that. And feel that violet energy coursing through, coursing up through the ground into your body. Wonderful. Okay, lovely, lovely ladies. You can now get yourself comfortable. Now listen, at this part of the journey, you don't need to see me. You just need to hear me. So if you want to get in bed, snuggle up, get comfortable, put your headphones on. I'm going to put some music on and talk you through this journey, and then we're going to end very gently, and hopefully many of you will be able to just doze off to sleep. So if you want to get into your position now, you want to lie back, place your lava skull on your heart with the copper if you have it, and maybe you want to face him, feel into it. Do you want to face him towards you or down, facing down towards your lower chakras? You feel into what feels best for you, and just go with your first feeling. You're going to place your, actually it probably would have been better to place the crystal at your Earth Star chakra first, below your feet. Sorry about that, shuffling you all around. But if you place that one there at the Earth Star chakra, whichever one you went to, or whichever one chose you. That's wonderful. Okay. And I just want you to start to breathe. We're going to start to take some deep breaths through the nose, just really feeling that cool air moving in through your nostrils, moving down through your throat, expanding your chest and opening your heart. We are so grateful for this incredibly blessed space to be able to release everything that doesn't serve our highest good 100%. We hold that intention in our heart. We are grateful, we are grateful, we are grateful. We continue to breathe together, a deep breath in, holding it there in the heart, expanding the heart's light and breathing out. Wonderful. The next deep breath in, deeper than before. I want you to take this breath down the back of your spine. As it moves down your spine through each vertebrae, they release all tension. The muscles release and relax and soften. And I want your spine to just gently release and sink into the bed beneath you, sink into the ground. You're being held. You're so held. Feeling your breath now move up and down your spine, tingling your spine, moving through all 6 portal points of your spine. Sorotondo aina, yushushwe si hinya toa fumbwaya, yihinya tatandoari shushwe. Breathing in beautiful, pure white light, deeper than before, down into the depths of your belly and your womb, expanding, releasing all the tension there, allowing your muscles to relax. And breathing out any expectations, any anxiety, anything you might be holding from the day, from the week, from the month. Let's just, breathe it all out. Take another deep breath in for me. Reconnecting with your heart that's wide open, it's bright, it's beaming light in all directions, front and back, all around you. In actual fact, it's so bright, it fills up the space with light. We're really connecting in with that heart's flame. Just feeling how big your heart is. It's expanding, expanding, expanding through you, through the space. I want you to bring awareness now to the crystals on your body. We're starting on your heart with the lava stone. I want you to feel the weight of this lava stone. As you connect in with it now, it starts to wake up. It activates more. You might hear it chuckle, and the fire releases from it, and welcome that into your heart to merge with your heart's flames. This beautiful, warm, golden energy moves through your heart to all the spaces and places in your body that need warming up. And be free with this. Don't attach, just observe. Now your attention is drawn to the copper on your heart, this pure copper ray. And you allow it to sink into your heart, to receive this energy. This alchemy through your heart's flame as the fires burn and surge through you. I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Taking a deep breath. Breathing that fire through all spaces in your body, burning up any residual fears or feelings that are now rising already, so effortlessly. Just let them go. It's time to let go. I want you to bring awareness now to your Earth Star chakra, that brown chakra below your feet in the soil where this crystal is placed. And I want you to call, almost magnetize the energy up from your Earth Star chakra of this crystal as it travels in a channel of light up into your root, filling your body, moving and flowing to exactly where it needs to be. The energies, the warm rays of the Glava stone, the copper ray, and the energies of this crystal at your Earth Star start to merge through you, mixing and spiraling around your body, releasing tension in your joints and your muscles. You feel your shoulders just release a bit more and sink into the floor. Tension around your jaw releases. Just relax. And take a deep breath in. Breathing all these beautiful energies up through each chakra. And release. Beautiful. And now we create and call in a tube of light around you. This beautiful tube of light illuminates and it goes up, up, up to the heavens and down to the center of the earth, connecting you to all. And we're going to start to rise up out of your body. You see yourself lift above as you start to float up out of your room, out of your house, your apartment, moving up, connecting with your higher self. So you click in with your higher self. Beautiful beam of light just explodes out of your heart in joy. We continue to rise up, up, up above the land that you live on, above this planet, above Earth, out, up and out. As we continue and we connect in with your I am presence, your divine essence, and your connection to all. As you begin to climb up, it starts to plateau and you slow down, and in front of you is your beautiful sacred space, your forest that you created in the first week. And you find yourself in the middle of this stone circle that you created. The outer circle is the trees that are holding you. And you connect in with the ground, the grass beneath your feet, and the sun above your head streaming down. Your home. We breathe in again that beautiful light, the scent of the trees around you, the vibrance of the colors, breathing it all into your body, feeling it all, listening to all the lovely sounds and noises around you. Being there fully in your sacred space that's so held. We call in your diamond light chamber as it begins to appear around you, and it starts to spin, radiating the diamond ray, the rainbow ray through all parts of you. Every cell, every part of your being is opening to receive this light, receive this light, receive this light. No, salambaria tuaia, lufola lambariti ni tandaria, tatamboria, natantia, sotoia. We receive the love and the light of all. Suruthondari yetaya, as your heart expands through. We call your guides to surround you. We call in the goddess, the ascended masters, the dragons, the elementals, the angels, the animals. We call all of your beautiful team of light to surround you now as you take a moment to really connect with them through the eyes. In whatever shape or form they appear to you, they are there. Trust that they are there. We call in Saint Germain to be with me now on this day and all days, to help me transmute and release what does not serve my highest good 100%. And so it is, so it is, so it is. So we call in Saint Germain's beautiful violet energy to come in and overlight you. In front of you appears a grand oak tree. I want you to walk towards this oak tree and place your hands on its bark. You feel yourself connecting with this tree and starting to merge with it, merging with this tree consciousness. As you become this beautiful, wise old oak tree, you feel your energy rooting into the earth through its roots in the ground, deeper and deeper, while simultaneously stretching up and feeling your energy move through the branches above you. You are this beautiful tree. You are connected with the tree consciousness. This oak tree is a gatekeeper and a portal. As we find ourselves within this tree trunk, we begin to shrink in our diamond light chamber and travel down through our chakras, through our Earth Star chakra and our Gaia's gateway into the earth. As you begin to move through the rabbit warren of tunnels beneath your feet, deeper and deeper, lighting the way. Saint Germain's violet energy surrounds you now as he's guiding you down to his alchemy library, his alchemical library, where he studies. And in front of you appear these big grand oak tree doors with inscriptions that move, and it begins to open as you greet the energies inside. Saint Germain guides you down further into his library. This library holds all the books of all the teachings and all the scriptures from this and other realms. It's a safe space for many sacred scriptures. He invites you first to look at the shelves and to call your books forward. All of the books you have stored are there in this moment for you to connect with. All of the sacred scriptures and the teachings of what you've learned through many lives are here to connect with again in this moment consciously. He invites you to take them off the shelves and flick through the pages as the words and images dance through the pages and are impressed on your light body. Just really be in this moment, really take in your surroundings, this beautiful old library. He asks you if you feel ready to hold some of the wisdom in these books as you start to receive the earth codes that you've left behind, the new earth codes, the light codes that dance around you and move to all those places and spaces they need to go. Just be aware of where they travel to. Saint Germain wants to show you something, and he invites you over to his desk and opens a book and asks you to place your hand on the pages to absorb the golden codes as they travel to your hearts. Awaken, awaken, awaken. No soro lai tomboari to asinia tuari. Yushui miaro ale thinthia thunto athia thanta ithia anta ithia ai. Yuthunto ai thata antiaro nata ithia antia ai. Saint Germain gets up and walks over to the shelves of books and takes a vial of glistening light. With a look of love, he passes it to you, and as you open it, A chorus of harmonies sing from it. It will lift your vibration enough to go to the cave of symbols with him. As you drink it, a beam of brilliant diamond light expands from your heart, and you lift off the ground, completely glowing. Embrace all parts of you, all of your light in this moment. And as you are suspended in this glowing light, in front of you, a portal opens, a light portal that wishes to transport you to the etheric retreat of Saint Germain, the cave of symbols in the Rocky Mountains. The other side of this light portal, you see the mountain. You can even feel the cold air, the cool air. As you step through, you find yourself standing at the foot of this mighty mountain. The energies are so pure, so alive. You can feel all the nature elementals skipping around you. Saint Germain smiles at you and leads you. In an instant, you're halfway up the mountain, where there's an entrance. And I want you to take a breath in now of cool mountain air, becoming even more aware of where you are, where you've taken your energy to, this etheric retreat. You are there. The snow-capped mountains and the clear air, the colours are so vibrant around you. Nature is truly alive. Breathing in this knowing, know that you've been to this retreat of the sciences before, and it is like a homecoming. So this is a celebration. Saint Germain invites you to move inside through the doors as it opens, and you're greeted by a hub of activity. The whole tunnel is lined with pink and white crystals. The sconces on the walls hold the violet and gold flame where it flickers and lights the way. You move through this passageway, and in front of you it opens out to a huge cavern of crystals with crystal stalactites and rainbow hues reflecting off them all around the space. It's truly magnificent, and it's so crystalline. And you take a moment to breathe in those crystalline frequencies of this high vibrational, pure light all around you. You're so grateful, 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 so grateful. You may notice that on some of the crystal stalactites, there's symbols that you may recognize. In the center of this beautiful space is an altar with a gold dish holding the violet flame and all of her facets. You breathe in these rainbow rays in your body as you stand under them, letting all of this rainbow light just light you up and infiltrate through every layer of your aura, all 7 layers. You hold your arms out wide, up to the heavens, receiving in light, receiving in love. You receive any geometric keys that help you pass and release the rainbow ray to others through your heart in a more focused way. And it charges you up now at this moment through your heart center. I receive, magnify, and intensify the rainbow ray through my heart now and forever, on this day and all days. And so it is. It is in this room that we check your light body for any symbols that you may have picked up through all incarnations, through all timelines and dimensions. I call in Source, God, Mother, Father, the guardian founders of this universe, the Elohim and Orihim, to open my earthly records through the Akashic field, and if appropriate, through my cosmic records and Amenti. Saint Germain stands in front of you now. As an emissary of light, he drops a platinum liquid through your higher chakras. It holds keys to the platinum ray, a deeply cleansing ray. He speaks prayers and blessings, moving around you clockwise in a circle. We are calling forward now your light body to fully open and surrender. You feel your light body and your aura expand and open gently, like a flower opening and blossoming. As this platinum liquid makes its way down through you, through your higher chakras, into your crown, fills up every part of you, filling your soul star. This is your connection to Amenti and the Akashic fields that have all your records. We acknowledge a timeline clearing in unity through all parts of you that are fragmented, that can come forward in this moment now to unify. We call all higher aspects to witness this exchange and be with us now at this time. And now you become aware of your aura glowing around you. You can see through all 7 layers of your aura. As you scan from head to toe from each layer, starting from the top, giving yourself plenty of time to start first at the outside layer, scanning from top to bottom slowly. It's here at the 7th layer that we start, outside the causal body. We welcome in this platinum liquid light to fill up your auric field. And as it enters, it glows and expands, sweeping down through you. It stops at any area where there are symbols or misqualified energy, attachments or hooks that energy can latch onto. When you see, feel, or know of a symbol on your light body, once you locate it, you paint over it with golden Christ light to neutralize it. Imagine you have a paintbrush, painting it over in golden light. You put on golden source light surgical gloves and you lift it off. Place it in the cosmic diamond violet flame that sits on the altar in the cave of symbols to be transmuted, and fill in the gap with pure diamond white light, as if patching yourself up. I want you to pay close attention to your crown. Check your crown, the back of your shoulder blades. This is where your higher heart is, and under your armpits for any hooks, cords, or attachments. And when you've identified them, lift them out with your golden surgical gloves on, painting them in golden light, neutralizing them and giving them to the violet flame to transmute. Next, check around your spine, your reproductive organs, and your womb space. This is an important place to check. Check the front and back of your womb, feeling into your womb, what doesn't belong there, what energies are attached here. You have the power and the gift to take them away. You might feel your hands go down to your womb on your body and lifting it off. I want you to continue this process, going to the next layer of your body, the 6th layer, the celestial layer. We allow the platinum plasma light to seep through the 6th layer underneath now, to go deeper towards you, closer, locating any symbols trapped through the layers, as once again you scan yourself from head to toe. Neutralize anything you find with golden Christ light. Taking any cords, hooks, attachments, chains, binds, ties, take it out. Once you've neutralized them with golden light, and give them to the violet flame in the center of the altar. If you find there's too much coming up at once, ask for help. Ask Saint Germain to step in, assist you, and he will. Next, we allow the platinum ray to move deeper into the 5th layer of your aura, the etheric template. Once again, from top of your crown, scanning, identifying, acknowledging, and removing. Pay close attention to your heart, the back of your heart, as you allow the platinum plasma light to run over and through you, through this 5th layer. And now we allow this platinum ray to seep deeper into your auric field to the 4th layer, the astral body. I want you to follow the flow of this platinum ray as it moves from top to bottom inside you through your chakras. And once again, surrender and let go. Now is the time to let go. Ask yourself, what do you need to let go of? And allow yourself to release it as we work to remove all controlling energies, disruptive and negative energies in your field. In the light of my Holy Christ self, I ask to clear any rituals, spells, curses, patterns, or symbols that have been used in any past life artifacts that have been used through all of my timelines. I ask to be removed and terminated of any negative entity, negative attachment, and negative elementals, which are used within the Metatronic technology and all of technology on and off this planet. I release myself, I release myself, I let go, I let go. Allow shulnaru yatari la mamamaya niro dandari la nituari na ayawa nitier soya soil na maro yatandara yata hinita aya. Sitianu kwa la ayata. Platinum ray continues its flow deeper into the field, into your auric field and your light body. Completely surrender to it. Allow it to move through you in waves. And deeper into your auric field it goes. Now into your mental field, the third layer of your aura. Here, you begin at the top of your head. I want you to pay close attention to your crown and any pathways in and around your crown and your brain. Any pathways of light that need clearing through the third eye to the pituitary gland. We draw attention to and awareness to now. Any tubes, cords, or hooks, please carefully take them out with the golden ray, neutralizing them, taking them out of your energy field with your golden surgical gloves on, placing it on the violet flame to transmute. You see them burn away in the flame. They are gone. They are released from your auric field. Double check that all entry points are clear and there's nothing deeper through layers. Ask Source to confirm that it is clear or complete if you're unsure. And once again, we repeat out loud. I ask for the removal and termination of any negative attachments, implants, parasthetic devices, control symbols, and anything that doesn't serve my highest good 100% in this reality and all realities, in this timeline and all timelines, through all parts of me. And so it is. I want you to take your time on this, double checking all areas of your mental field. Recheck around your crown, the back of your head, back of your third eye. As we now continue to flow to the next layer when you're ready, we welcome the platinum liquid light into our emotional field, our second layer of our aura. We allow it to burst in light through us, the radiant flow of cleansing light that it is, and we let it move to where it needs to go. As we move through each layer, the process gets faster and almost instantly, hooks, cords, attachments become apparent and reveal themselves at a much faster rate as we clear through. This action becomes faster the more you trust it, and it's beginning to sweep through and find any attachments. This all becomes easier and quicker. Pay close attention to your navel and your solar plexus at this point to clean up anything disrupting your emotional field. Any heaviness around your solar plexus, we lift it off now. We dig deep into our solar plexus to the back of it, scooping out anything that doesn't belong, and we throw it to the flames. No, we're not having that in our body. We don't accept this in our body. Our body is our temple. We are sovereign. It is our safe space. It's no one else's. Finally, we move through to the first layer, the etheric body. It's here at the closest layer to your physical body that trapped trauma can manifest into illness. So as you welcome in and allow this cleansing platinum ray down as it sweeps down through your body, it will help you identify any misqualified energies. Take your time. Any that you find here may link back through other layers. So it's important that anything you find, you handle with golden source light gloves on. You follow the cords through. Make sure you find the cord that runs through if there are any. This will be the core of a symbol or energy imprint that you identified on the outer layers that's traveled through. I want you to continue to check over yourself. When you feel you've removed them, or as many that need to be seen in this moment, in this space, in this time, we call in the cosmic violet diamond flame. And as I invoke this for us now, I want you to see it appear in front of you and you stand in it. And you let it surge up through your feet and consume in your body every part of you that's transmuting to help it, to speed it along. I am the cosmic violet flame, diamond flame. I call on all the keepers of the flames, all celestial angelic orahim to witness my calls. Be with me now in full power on this day and all days. In the light of Creator Source God, I declare that I am the cosmic diamond violet flame. I am the cosmic diamond violet flame. I am the cosmic diamond violet flame. Magnetize and intensify through my heart's flame, through all parts of me. I am the flame of pure radiance divine. I am the flame of pure love and devotion. I am the flame of transmutation. As within, so without. As above, so below. I am that I am. Beloved be. Begin to breathe in the life force crystalline energy in the cavern around you. The crystals that surround you, you connect in with them. This high vibrational energy that's buzzing and tingling. You breathe it in and magnetize it in from the cavern and the crystals around you. And this breath that comes into your body fills up all spaces and places that need to be cleared. And it assists the clearing, the acceleration of the clearing with the purest healing vibrations. You breathe these crystal and rainbow rays into your body as you stand under them, letting them rain down their light on you. You hold your arms out wide up to the heavens, receiving in light, receiving in love. You receive any geometric keys that help you pass, release, and intensify the rainbow ray through your body, through your heart in a more focused way. Keep breathing now in this moment through all parts of you. Life force energy, revitalizing, replenishing, and lifting, filling up all the spaces that you've created. Feel through each layer of your auric field again, from the outside working in, bringing that life force breath into those spaces and expanding. Oh my gosh, expanding so much, expanding tenfold. Your light is expanding. And you become aware that your aura is glowing around you. You can see through all 7 layers as they're glistening, and they're glowing, expanded and clear. This is the moment now. If there's anything else that needs to be seen, to be removed, to come forward, I will and command anything, any misqualified energies to come forward now in this space, to be seen, to be released. Now we take a breath on that. And in this moment, we thank all of your guides. We thank the crystals. We thank all of the helpers. As you begin to make your way outside of this cave, and instantly you see your diamond light chamber, and you get inside it. As it starts to spin around you, your tube of light appears around you too. The tube of light that you will travel back down and down to your body. As you travel down now, and as if in an instant you're back in your space, clicking back into your heart, stepping down back into your heart. I want you to ground now, deeply into your heart, just breathing in now and imagining golden roots coming from your heart. Moving down through your heart to your solar plexus, down to your sacral, to your root, down your legs, out of your feet. And as they explode out of your feet through the layer upon layer of earth, they connect in with your earth star chakra, Moving down to your Gaia's gateway, truly anchoring you 100% in the earth, anchoring back all of these high vibrations buzzing through you at this time. Really breathe in and feel the energies moving around your body. And in this moment, in this space, I detach my energies from you and I give you back anything I may have been holding consciously or unconsciously through this plane, all planes, all timelines, all dimensions, all planets, through all. I give it back, I give it back, I give it back. I release, I release, I release. And so it is. So I want you now to just stay there, be still. Be with the energies moving through your body. And I want you to breathe in just so much gratitude, breathing deeply into your heart, feeling how big your heart is. Your heart is not just this small energy center in your chest. Your heart is your whole chest. It's your whole body. It's all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing me to be with you and to guiding you through this. And we thank Saint Germain for being here with us, for overlighting, for holding, for healing, for all. And I'm going to ask you now to take 3 deep breaths with me. And when I ring the tincture bells, you can release with a big sigh. So we're going to take the first deep breath in together, breathing in through the nostrils now. And holding it and release. Wonderful. One more deep breath together, deeper than the last. Breathing in through your nostrils. Holding it there. And release with a sigh. Wonderful. One more deep breath. In through the nose, breathing deeply. And release with a sigh. Wonderful. You have done an exquisite job. You really have. Whether you fell asleep and didn't remember any of it, doesn't matter. The work is still being done. So you can continue to lie down when I just give you some final words, or you can sit up, whatever's comfortable for you. You might want to just move your body, stretch your arms up to the heavens and lengthen your spine. Bring some movement into your body to really move with the energies that you've shaken up. And I encourage you all to share any experiences you had on the group comments page on the website. I do read them and reply to them, and it's always beautiful to hear your experiences because others might have had the same experience and it would help them make sense of things. But I'm always on hand. Now, what I want you to know is that this healing is deep. Depending on where you are and what you need to shift, it's perfect for you at this time. But I do feel a lot of cosmic entanglements will work through today, which is wonderful. It's wonderful, but that's deep work. So what I want you to know is I want you to give yourself time to write, to sit with these energies, to process them, to understand what it means to you. Is there any deeper work that you need to go through? Because, you know, it's all good and well removing symbols, but actually they're also attached to past lives, and there might be past life memories that are going to come up through dreams, through just, you know, flashes of them. I just want you to witness it and be with it and understand that that will happen. And this healing is going on through the week. You are releasing. So please, please, please be gentle on your beautiful selves. Drink lots of water, warm water. Drink lots of warm water and just honor yourself in all the ways that make you feel good, because today was intense and it gets, I want to say lighter, but it's all light. It gets brighter and more lighthearted. This was really necessary to pave the way for where we're going. because you can't receive all these upgrades and downloads unless your light body is of a certain level. And I believe that we're all getting to the level we need to individually be. Remember that you cannot compare your healing journey to anyone else's. You can't, because everyone is unique and beautiful and different. So there's no comparison. We're all exactly where we need to be. So I'm going to leave you with that. Send you so much love. Be well. Have a lovely evening. If you feel ungrounded and you need to ground more, please do the audio, the Trinity grounding exercise. And again, just be with those golden roots. Be the tree, the oak tree. Send your energy down through her roots into the earth as you're one, moving up above, just feeling the connection to all. Maybe where you're sitting or lying now, feel yourself sinking into the earth as the earth beneath you opens up and holds you like you're inside the earth, inside the womb of Lady Gaia, of Mother Earth. She gives you everything you need, all this brown nurturing energy. With that, I'm going to say goodbye.